I like that my streams are smaller so I can have more one-to-one chats with people instead of chatting to a whole whole board. The difference of being like a small time streamer versus, I guess, like whenever I have the streams that I ever have that have like a lot of people, what are they? It's usually fighting game streams. So actually only when it's the BB Tag ESLs. But you know what I realized this year, or I guess this month? I've been checking day in and day out. I didn't see any of the ESLs on PSN, PS4, so I don't know if they're discontinuing them, or because I saw they're doing some Tekken ones soon, at least in Japan. I don't know if we get any of them yet, or if they're just waiting. I don't know what they're waiting for, but the PS4 ones that had, what did they have? They had BB Tag, they had Street Fighter 5, Tekken 7, Under Night in Birth. What else did they have? They even had Strive. I don't know if they had Melty. They had Grand Blue. Anyways, those fight game streams, or I mean not streams, ESLs. I didn't see them on PlayStation 4 at all. So I'm a little worried because those were like my biggest excuse to stream BB Tag. Because without those, I don't really care to. Only because I have to play in an online tournament that's either on a Tuesday or a Wednesday. I mean, the funny thing is, the BB Tag ones would always be on Wednesday. At least when they changed up the schedule. Back when BB Tag 2.0 was new, they were actually doing it. They were actually doing it every single week. And the thing is, you had to qualify. You had to qualify using. They were doing what was called a Swiss format. So actually, a lot of people played in those. And what did you have to do? You had to at least get a score of like 3-2, or no, I think you had to at least win 3 or 4 to continue to qualify. But if you didn't get enough points, then you didn't really qualify for getting a spot in the finals. And then they would have the finals somewhere towards the end of the month. So it was a monthly thing, or no, it was a weekly thing. It was a little bit more hectic because I had to try to leave work at times. But then later on, they changed it to a monthly format, which was a lot easier for me to work around because I only needed to get out of work one day out of the month, as opposed to early several times a month as soon as I had qualified. So it was less frequent, but it allowed me to spread my time out a lot better. So I don't know. Who knows what they're doing? Oh yeah, they even did it for DBFZ. But I'm a defender of the ESL tournaments. They're fun. They became even more well ran as time went on, so it was really nice to see that. Yeah, it actually kind of does. Like back when Super Arcade was still a thing, and even just, you know, having a weekend local to go to, it was just nice to just go and play after work. I didn't really need to worry about, like, you know, doing things, keeping myself busy throughout the week. Since my Fridays are technically on my Wednesdays, BB Tag ESLs would make things easy for me because I would usually call out sick and then just use the whole day to just relax or trade, and then once 3:45 came around, then I'd be ready for tournament. But yeah, the offline landscape is so weird now. There's nothing that really feels like it's like as complete as what we experienced. That's why I'm really glad we were part of all those things. Super Arcade, even what was it? Esports Arena. Also, it's been a while since I made a content video that isn't just my usual DDRs. Being part of having an offline scene, man, there's really nothing quite like it. Oh yeah. Oh, Tekken 8, the store. Yeah, I've literally only been to one offline event for Tekken 8. It was a Burbank tournament. It had to have been like a month and a half ago now. I forget when it was actually. Okay, it was sometime last month because I remember Carlos owed me $5 for his entry. It was sometime last month. But yeah, having offline is extremely important. So like nowadays, when I'm looking forward to offline events, it's usually a major. Isn't that weird? Oh yeah, that's cool. He's usually at the Burbank location. What is it called? Game Realm. But yeah, when I was there, they were running Tekken 8 that night, Street Fighter 6, and Mortal Kombat 1. Even Online Tony and his kid swung by. I don't know if he did well in that tournament because they ended up leaving early, or if it was just a small tournament. I don't really know. He's been doing well in tournaments. It's funny that he was able to get his son to become as talented in a game as he was in Street Fighter 4. It's cool. I like to see it. That's the only reason why I can't completely hate on Mortal Kombat, because it gives him a reason to play something. So, but also that game's just been so off my radar for a while. I just didn't really like what they did. But the important thing is, I'm just glad that we know like the value of having an offline venue, you know. So it's just gonna be, I don't know what if or when something will ever take its place. I feel like that was like a major part as to why like ICFC stopped, right? They wanted things to become offline again, and yet people still play online just because I think it's the easiest thing to do. It's very accessible, and there's usually a lot of tournaments throughout the week. Just for me, I'd still prefer things offline, but there's nothing that really carries the same weight as what Super Arcade and Wednesday Night Fights did. Offline edition. Not this online stuff that they've continued to do. It just doesn't feel the same. Like, man, just back what, mid 2010s? Dude, it would be like, I didn't even like, okay, I even had so that I had what, Wednesday, Thursday off. Those were my old days off. Because for a while, it was before TRB became a thing. They were running things on Wednesdays, and then so sometimes I'd have to work really late on Wednesday and just watch. But then once the TRB became a thing, then I was able to have Thursdays off to actually play in the tournament and then work the day after. Yeah. Man, like 20 something man brackets, all starting at 9 o'clock, and then sometimes not leaving Super Arcade until like what, 2 or 3. Okay, maybe 2 at most, 3 if it was a team tournament. No, 4 o'clock if it was that team tournament. Those were the best times. Yeah, I think that's what needs to happen more team tournaments. I think team tournaments help build the best type of community experience, and maybe even friendships too, because I feel like my most memorable tournaments at Super Arcade were actually team tournaments. For Tekken 5, DR, and even Marvel. Yeah, like there was this was before Watson had Super Arcade himself. But there was a Tekken 5 tournament where I beat one of the best players there who's using Jack. His name was Aurario. That's like one of my biggest achievements. I recorded that tournament because it was such a big 3v3 tournament. It was also one of the earlier Tekken 5 DR tournaments. And then there was a Marvel team tournament where myself, Mark, and Razorburn, we got second, only losing to, I think it was Clockwork's team. We beat LXG's team. That was fun. I wanted to be first because I felt like I was the one that was probably the best for testing the waters, but I think Razorbrand was always a better set play character, and then Mark just had the best overall team. So that's what we did. Yeah, that tournament ended late. Oh, Gallo, nice. Sweet. Oh yeah, both of them. I think Wait, Gallo? He actually worked at what was it? The round one back in Puente Hills. I haven't been there in a while. Ever since we had the one in Burbank, it's just like, well, I'll go get some money converted at Burbank, play some DDR, and then have a nice lunch. That's like my usual like Burbank experience. Though the last time I went, not today. It was a Saturday a couple weeks ago, and I went to watch Dune 2. Oh, really? Oh, she's for real? That's sad. You see, I think the Burbank Mall is like a perfect blend of what a mall experience should be. There's all sorts of food around. They got around one, and it's reasonably lively. Like, I think if all malls were as lively as the Burbank Mall was, being at the mall would be like, oh yeah, totally. This is like a type of place you want to be, you know? You know, we were actually supposed to get round one in Valencia, but I think they canceled that. Because if you ever go to our mall, it's kind of hit or miss depending on what you're there for. There is some good food places around there, but like a lot of the stores there are just like ghost towns, really. There is actually a GameStop in the mall, but I actually go to a GameStop that's outside of the mall, closer to a Target. Because the Target area we have, I'm not sure if you're familiar with Santa Clarita, specifically Valencia. Yeah, it's just, I feel like it's more lively at the Target area just because people more likely to go to Target for random stuff. I am anti-Walmart, so I like never go there. But Target, I'll hella buy stuff from there. Hell yeah. If I am not going to buy it from work or from the usual grocery store, I'll buy it from Target. Yeah. But at that same Target, they also have a GameStop where I actually pre-ordered Stellar Blade on was it Tuesday? But then there's also like across the street, there's more shopping there, and also my favorite Rubio's. That's my Tuesday taco spot. Funny thing is, Rubio's actually isn't even Mexican. It's Baja style food. So they're actually known for their fish tacos. The Especial is my favorite. I get that with the hot sauces they have. They have the Diablo sauce. So what I do is I get what's the sauce that I get? Oh yeah, Santa Anita. My parents and my family, we used to go there a lot because my parents like to they did horse betting for a little bit. What else do I remember from Santa Anita? So that's like reasonably close to Arcadia, or it's basically is Arcadia, huh? At that same area, they have what is it? What's the place called again? Din Tai Fung. They had two Din Tai Fung. Pasadena specifically. Oh yeah, Arcadia. Yeah. But I mean, there's like several Din Tai Fung around here in SoCal now. There's that one mall along, what is it? The one that has the Animate store? Oh yeah. That mall's pretty nice. The Santa Anita Mall. Oh, really? Interesting. I didn't know they were Michelin star, or specific ones were Michelin star rated. I did not know. I usually get the same things from there too. The sticky rice. What else? The braised beef stew. That one's like my favorite. My hack with that one is get your favorite soup dumplings, and then get the braised beef stew. And then if you can't finish the soup dumplings, it will go perfectly well when you boil the soup. Perfectly well. Oh. We actually went to this one good place in was it Hollywood? It was called Bao. Carlos found out about it. It was also dim sum place. Oh, you've never been? Oh, okay. Well, as long as you know that their choice is better than it. I feel like Din Tai Fung is good, but I'm glad we didn't go to it last time just because I feel like I'm all too familiar with the flavors, and yeah, it was fun to try this new place. Yeah, it was called Bao over in Hollywood. Was it Hollywood? Yeah, because we ended up going to Amoeba Music Back. Oh yeah, did you see my that's the actual record. Graduation, Carol Bonito. But yeah, we went there afterwards. Carl's got ice cream, and then Nick and I bought records. Well, he bought records, I bought record. Yeah. But that's the last few weeks. Yeah, I would say year so far is going well. I just need to see if I should really incentivize Combo Breaker at all. Mama Lou's Dumpling House, Alhambra. What am I usually there for? Oh yeah, we've gone to, what's it, Pepper Lunch a few times there. Yeah, Trampoline's good. It's on that album. I was just like, you know what? Let me see if they have Hero Kero Bobonino. They actually had both their albums in both CD form and record form. They had 3 albums in record form, by the way. They had Graduation, Time and Place, and Intro Bonito. That's the one with the pink cover. I like this one the most because it has Sarah on it. She looks really pretty on it. Time and Place. I actually like some of the songs on that one too, but I'm not too big on the cover art. This one has the best cover art and also good songs. I think that was the best blend. And that's why you can see it there in the back. Yeah.